St. Aldwyn's Hospital, Rochester, Minnesota, 1912. The thing in the tank had been the size of a man's hand when Dr. Giovanni Oceana carried it off the train from Massachusetts, packed in a steel drum of brine and straw. That was 4 months ago. Now it did not fit in the tank at all. He had not understood the rule then. He understood it now, the way a man understands a mistake only by the size of it. The farther he carried the creature from the sea, the bigger it grew, and the hungrier. Salt water had kept it small. Salt water had kept it patient. Minnesota was 1,000 miles of fresh, cold lake from the nearest ocean, and the creature had been growing towards something the whole time. Oceana had told the Holt brothers he could make a wound close in a day. He had not told them how. He had not told anyone about the marine essence he stirred into the saline, the living tissue that knit flesh like nothing in God's design, because some nights, alone with his lamp, he was no longer sure it was God's design he was working in. The glass broke a little after 6 on a Friday, the last Friday before a long weekend, when the construction crew had already gone home to their families. Almost. One had stayed. Halloran, a foreman, come back for a forgotten coat. He heard the tank let go like a gunshot in the empty east wing, and he made the mistake of going to look. They never found enough of Halloran to bury. What was left of that night's work, the surviving men did the only thing terror allowed. They drove the thing, shrieking a sound no ocean ever made, into the open foundation pit dug for the new wing. And when it could not climb the sheer wet walls, they poured truckload after truckload of gray cement through the night, until the screaming stopped and the pit was a flat tomb, and the sun came up on men who would never speak of it again. They told themselves it was drowned, buried, done. They were right about the buried part. St. Aldwyn's Hospital, present day. The renovation crew hit the slab on a Friday too, 90 years later, 3 days before a holiday weekend nobody wanted to work through. It wasn't on any blueprint. A mass of old cement 4 feet thick where the schematics promised dirt. They threw a saw at it, chipped loose a single gray boulder, and quit early. They left behind a crack. Hairline, dark, weeping a smell of brine that had no business 1,000 miles inland. By Monday, the crack had widened on its own.